We about to do another boxing video, man. I'm checking out the Ring TV rankings, and they got Golovkin as their new pound for pound king, which is fucking laughable. And this your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. Like, certain places is good to like get news from. But when you talking about articles and factual based things, you talking about rankings and shit. ESPN and Ring TV is definitely shit. Shit. The bottom of the shittiest barrel. Obviously these guys are funded to push a certain agenda. We know Ring is basically is owned by Golden Boy, I believe. ESPN and Dan Rayfield, I don't know how everybody got fired but Dan Rayfield. He's one of the worst in the business when talking non-biased boxing talk. And I don't really think he got a clue about boxing. Somebody told me, check out Doug Fisher. I remember Doug Fisher, saying Canelo was going to beat Floyd Mayweather with conviction. And I'm like, I don't think so. And it didn't happen. At the end of the day, dog, these dudes push agendas. I don't push no agenda. Nobody pay me to do this shit. I work for myself. And the so-called pound for pound king has a draw with Canelo Alvarez. And you can dispute the draw and say he won. But on record, he's a draw. He knocked out all these other motherfuckers, right? But he didn't knock out Canelo Alvarez. He didn't do the job, so he failed the mission. He sold the knockout to the fans. He promoted the knockout to the fans. He shit the bed. He was tentative. He was scared to get countered. He was scared to go to the body. On his real first mega step up fight, super fight, he failed. So how can you give a guy who failed versus a guy that a lot of you guys say wasn't shitting Canelo Alvarez? A lot of you guys didn't have Canelo in the top 7 of your pound for pound list, if all. So a guy fails to meet expectations versus a guy that you guys been shitting on for a long time, with Canelo Alvarez, and he's the new pound for pound king. Come on, man. Come on. You know why they doing this shit, don't you? Don't y'all know why they doing this shit, dog? They always trying to put these Europeans on top, man. But we not buying it. We not buying it, dog. We know dude flaw. We knew, hey, dude got an expiration date on Golovkin, dog. His last 3 performances has been a drop off each performance. From Kell Brook fight to Danny Jacobs fight to Canelo Alvarez fight. And people say, oh, you hate. No, I'm not hating. I got Lomachenko on my top 5 and I take a lot of slack for that. I ain't gotta hate. But I tell you, I know a flawed motherfucker when I see it. I know a fraud when I see it. I know fraudulence when I see it. I know when I see it, dog. These dudes don't know boxing, dog. Like Doug Fisher, dog. Dan Rayfield, they don't know real boxing. They don't. These dudes, and if they do know real boxing, then it's being overshadowed by the simple fact that they being funded by Top Rank and Golden Boy and Dan Rayfield and Golden Boy by Doug Fisher. There's no way that Canelo gets stripped of the WBC title and still holds the ring belt title. That's Golden Boy. And these promoters try to push certain agendas. They try to sell you like Golovkin, this big bad monster. They match him up versus these guys who's limited in good categories. Oh, they're too short to touch Golovkin. Oh, they got power, but they can't box. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at that type of stuff. And y'all trying to pump up the David Lemieux win. He a bum. He been knocked out a few times. Come on. He's not the pound for pound king. I never had him on my pound for pound list. Even after Canelo performed, you don't deserve that. You failed. Even if you want to say he won the fight, he failed the mission. He did not deliver the knockout. He did not deliver big drama show. He did not go to the body. He was scared to punch. For the most part. And when he did punch, he had no conviction behind his punches. He was scared to commit. But this your pound for pound king. You know what the pound for pound king look like? Roy Jones, motherfucker. Manny Pacquiao, motherfucker. Floyd Mayweather, motherfucker. That's what pound for pound king look like. Dominance. A stretch of dominance over other elite and upper echelon competition. Dominating all comers. Moving up, dominating all comers. This motherfucker ain't did that. Lomachenko got 10 fights and he a 2-time world champion. And then about to fight another dual gold medalist. What this guy done did? Only former world champion that he did fight, a real champion I ain't gonna say a real champion. The only real world title holder that he fought that really got his world title, legitimately, is Canelo Alvarez. And he wasn't the title holder when you met him. David Lemieux and David Lemieux and the Dam fought for a vacant title. They wasn't real. They didn't beat a champion. I don't know who the fuck Daniel Gill beat for his championship. David Lemieux was never a world champion. So look at the situation. He hasn't beat any legitimate world title holder but Canelo Alvarez. And Danny Jacobs had a paper title. Golovkin held the real title. And this your pound for pound king with a resume that week. Y'all can eat one. Let me know what y'all think. We gone.